Web3 TV.
Bitcoin ETFs are now BlackRock's top revenue source? And Brazil's Melius escapes liquidity crisis with Bitcoin. What does this all mean for you? We're here to break it down. I'm Adel Burton, and you're watching Crypto TV. Bitcoin exchange-traded funds have become BlackRock's #1 revenue source. The company's spot Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, has surpassed every other product line, including stocks, bonds, and commodity funds, in fee income. With assets under management continuing to grow, IBIT now drives more daily revenue than BlackRock's flagship index funds. The shift reflects surging institutional demand for Bitcoin, which has been fueled by pension funds, endowments, and global wealth managers entering the market. Executives say the ETF's success has outperformed internal projections and is reshaping how the firm thinks about digital assets. If Bitcoin ETFs can overtake traditional financial products at the world's largest asset manager, is this the moment Wall Street finally accepts crypto as mainstream? Before we head to our next story, let's take a look at the markets. Over to you, Krista.
Thank you, Adele. This week's Crypto Bubbles forecast isn't gentle. It's bold, gripping, and the kind of update that takes hold of you and won't let go. This week's hot highs, Rain stole the spotlight with a blazing 92.6%, Casma followed with a slow-burning 27.6%, and Quant kept the fire burning at 20.1%. These tokens are giving danger, allure, and that irresistible watch me rise energy. This week's lows, Zcash cooled off at 36.3%, Meme Core faded with 27.8%, and Aptos slipped down at 21.5%. A reminder that in crypto, even the strongest play can turn cold without warning. And there it is, your weekly dose of fire and ice. Switch to the weekly time frame and refresh those bubbles every Monday. Stay close, that market always reveals the secrets to those who stayed listening. I'm Krista Timmons. Back to you, Adele.
Thank you, Krista. Back to the news. Brazilian e-commerce firm Melius has turned to Bitcoin after its treasury was effectively valued at zero, forcing the company to rebuild its balance sheet from scratch. Melius faced a severe liquidity trap after heavy investments lost value and cash positions shrank. This left the company with little room to operate. To avoid collapse, executives shifted part of their treasury strategy into Bitcoin, seeking a hard, non-diluting asset that could hold value while the business restructured. The move came amid growing adoption of Bitcoin among Brazilian corporates who are looking for protection against local currency weakness and balance sheet risk. Melius leaders say Bitcoin offers a path out of the trap by providing a reserve asset not tied to failing investments or inflationary pressures. If more companies use Bitcoin to escape treasury crises, could it become the default corporate hedge in emerging markets? So, Krista, what's your take on the Brazilian e-commerce firm Melius using Bitcoin to restructure itself?
Well, Adele, nothing feels better than a Brazilian. They know best. Don't you agree?
I couldn't agree more. They know how to restructure themselves very well. But what about the Bitcoin adoption part?
Well, Adele, I feel Bitcoin is certainly a good way out of the trap. Personally, I always rely on my tunes to save me. What about you?
I certainly like to keep my Bitcoin inside my portfolio. But only time will tell. And that's a wrap. I'm Adel Burton.
I'm Krista Timmons.
And you're watching Crypto TV.
Web3 TV.